Welcome all. Today is our day 3 in Fairbanks, Alaska, and we are going to do a lot today. So stay tuned, watch till the end, please subscribe. So it's day 3 in Fairbanks, and today we are going to visit the Museum of North, Pioneer Park, all the nearby places, as we visited Denali yesterday, and it was quite a lot of distance from here. Let's see if we can cover Chena Hot Springs because it will take another 2 to 2.5 hours from here. So we might, not to go there but cover some other places. For now, we'll see the Museum of North because on the first day we couldn't cover it fully and we had to go back from outside because we had very less of time. But today we are going to explore it fully. We are going to see all the exhibits inside, and we are going to enjoy Museum of North. And I have heard that they display some movie and film on Aurora Borealis, that's the northern lights, so we are going to see that definitely today. Let's enter the museum. We are welcomed by this giant dinosaur skull and these exhibits of raptors right when we entered the museum. It's like horrifying. It's huge bones of bowhead whale, I guess, because it looks giant like a Tyrannosaurus, but it's not it, definitely. The fin bone seems to be short enough. The exhibit starts with a huge bear welcoming all, and the size of it is like very big, very big. And there are several like bears, more bears. I mean, the exhibits are quite well maintained and well preserved. These are Alaskan native bowls and masks. This is a giant mammoth, bones and skulls. This one is a lynx. It looks fiery. I quite enjoyed the exhibits. They were like alive, all of them. The cultures of the native Alaskan people were shown. Also, that they were quite involved in hunting and their transportation. Everything was like shown very nicely. I was a fan of this huge bison. It was like staring from above. This was great. Like, we know that Alaskan bear is, they are the grizzly bears, and world's maximum grizzly bears live in Alaska. So bears are like kind of the national, like not the national, like the state animal of Alaska. I'm a huge fan of mammoth and polar bears, so you can see many people documenting these exhibits because they are so well preserved and nicely maintained. The totems and the ancient native Alaskan languages and everything, they are so good to watch. Like, if you're a fan of learning history and culture, you should visit this place. I'm going to check out the bears specifically today because I'm a huge fan of them, and especially the polar bears because you don't get to see them a lot except if you come in winter. Alaska is also famous for its northern lights, but many people don't know one thing, like northern lights are only visible in the winter season, like from September to March, but unfortunately we were in the summer season. It has its pros and cons. We get to watch the sea life a lot in summer season. In winter season, if you go to Svalbard, there you can see those polar bears. But they are decreasing a lot due to the global warming. The ice are melting, glaciers are melting, and they are hard to track. One interesting thing about this museum was nowhere around I saw that people lets you touch the exhibit, but over here like they have given signs, please do touch. That's interesting. That's quite interesting. So I did touch. This is a good experience for people who are interested in wildlife, animals, sea life. It's nice to watch these exhibits so close because in real life you don't get to see all of these every time. This is the wolf pack with the bison. This museum offered immersive experience with the sound, effects and everything. It seems so real. These are some kind of bones. This is an owl. And of course, the stag. These are the sea transportation because sea transportation was very important. Air transportation was very important in Alaska. Sea, air, and railroad were the three main transportation of this last frontier. So these were very well displayed, and the transportation systems were nicely shown and crafted. This is a bowhead whale's bone, I guess. We will also be seeing today, apart from these animal exhibits, the film on Northern Lights, which will be telling us a lot. That's a moose horn chair. This is the Denali Park Road highlighted because where the glaciers were and now they are not. So now you can explore a lot within the park. Earlier back then, they were not so easy to explore. So these northern lights, as I was saying, they are quite rare. Many people who don't know, Fairbanks is the only place from where these northern lights are visible. This is the only place where research is done on northern lights. That's the map which tells you about it. Aurorasaurus. I'll be making a separate video of the northern lights as it's a half an hour movie. That's the gold which was digged beneath Alaska, and billions of dollars of gold are still taken out from Alaska's earth and are being sold elsewhere in California. That's what we learned in like Gold Ridge 8. So things are made out of these gold. There are a lot. Some jewelries, and in earlier days these arms, stags, knives were made. and they have different names. That's quite interesting. These are the native Alaskan dress costumes. It's the seal, sea lions, walruses. This was a great view as we were going downstairs outside.
We are at the Museum of North and we are going for the outdoor exhibits. We just saw the museum. It's beautiful. It has over 1 million exhibits. Let's just walk into the outdoor exhibit, which does preserve the native Alaskans' houses and the totems, the poles, everything. So we are going towards that. Let's see.
This was a small house, Alaskan house, with a small little window. And then we got to see the totems. They were so nice to watch. We couldn't stop but take few more selfies. And then we saw this huge bowhead whale's bones. These are the, I don't know, something to carry. This is a cart. It seemed like a mosquito. Strange exhibit. A sleeping mosquito with a green face. This seemed quite strange. I didn't quite recognize it. We went in front of this. This was a satellite system. It's the only place this university, Fairbanks University, from where I previously told research is done on the northern lights, and these satellites are like ways to hear those sounds. And this is a rocket which is owned by this University of Alaska and sent into the sky for research on northern lights. All over the world, this is the only university owned rocket. That's quite interesting. These are the art exhibit buildings, Margaret Murray building, and this is the information about the rocket. In case you're wondering, the name of this rocket is Poker Flat, and it is a really nice slim one. This museum was huge. We quite enjoyed a lot, but time was less. We were running out of time, so we were simply running around in hurry. While we were going out, few last shots of this university and the museum. This was a cool place, and now we'll be off to our next destination, the Pioneer Park.
We are here at the Pioneer. It's a fun place to be in a weekend in Fairbanks.
bar is a cool dining place, and it is so good that the wait time is almost 1 hour. The decorations and everything is very nice over here, including the food and the cookies. So this place was rated in the diners dining as one of the best in US. So you better check this place out. The food is delicious, though it takes quite a bit of time to come out of the kitchen. The cookies are really good, and their cinnamon buns are also good. They have some weird shaped cookies. You must have seen this man in the diners Dive In and Dine in TLC and Fox Traveler. So he's really very famous. He does all these shows. And in Alaska, he came over here and rated this as the best restaurant. They have the best eggs Benedict. You must try that. So I am at the Santa Claus house, and my huge Santa is standing right behind me. I'll be going there to see if my name's over there. So I'll be also checking out the Santa house. Yes, I'm in North Pole. Let me show it. Huge Santa staring at me with his blue eyes. In case you guys are wondering what to write on the list in this Christmas, please send it to me. I'm in North Pole, in Santa Claus's house, and the Santa Claus is standing right behind me. Now we will meet Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I hope you guys know this Christmas song. This is Rudolph. I named it because it was talking to me. It was coming near me and it was eating. These reindeers are preserved over here as like they are conserved and preserved and taken care of. And this is a very nice place to keep them, close to Santa. So here we are, Rudolph. Rudolph is coming near. Hey Rudolph, how are you doing?
Santa Land, North Pole.
This place is magical. You must come over here if you are in Fairbanks. This is a place of dreamland. Our North Pole discovery ends here, so now we'll be discovering some river boats. It was close to our hotel La Quinta, and this riverboat discovery, when we got there, a few people were coming, so we got to see this huge riverboat. It was very nice to check this out. This place was good, and all the bush planes were taking up from here. And then we went for the Love Alaska sign, where snow machines and boatings are there. This we went in the evening, so we got to change our wardrobe. This trip was great. Thanks for watching.